But then that got us into, just through our networks and contacts, that got us into looking at other asset classes. So we did a small multifamily. We then got into vacant land. We're now still in vacant land, which has a number of strategies around it. And then about 5 years ago now, we were kind of looking at how our business is being run. So you've met Matt and myself. We both come from corporate backgrounds. Right. You know, we understand how business works. I ran my own consulting company for more than a decade. And so we were just really looking at our own business in the States and thinking, how can we run this a bit more efficiently? Because at the time, David, what was interesting, we had to go to 6 different companies just to get our acquisitions marketing done. Yeah. So for those listening who are realtors, real estate investors, contractors, you know, brokers, etc., a lot of the times when they want to fill their pipeline, they've got to pull in a number of different services to make that happen. And we were just finding ourselves going, that's really inefficient. There's got to be a better way, right? I was spending 20% of my time, and time is money. I was spending about 20% of my time just managing those 6 providers to make sure that everything was happening. Right. So we just started to look at that and go, surely there's got to be a better way to make that more efficient. And there wasn't. We couldn't find a company out there to do all the things that we wanted to do. So we thought, well, you know what? Let's create it. So we did. So Supercharged Offers was really born out of our own need to make our own real estate business more efficient. We didn't think, and we didn't really set out for it to become how big it is now. But that's sometimes the best businesses, right? Where they're born out of an idea and a need for yourself, and then it just grows organically into what it is now. So we're super happy about the last 9 years and the journey it's taken. You know, we never thought that we'd go from flipping houses to doing land to doing real estate data and marketing for people, but here we are. And
it's amazing. I see a lot of that similarities in our business. You know, if you'd asked me 10 years ago, will you be owning a title company that's, you know, in 10 of the biggest states in the country, and
probably not.
The largest, definitely not, and owning a large transactions coordination company, I'd be like, no. 10 years ago, I'd be like, I'm going to have a bunch of rentals and some multifamilies, and that's going to be what I'm going to do. And these businesses, you know, mine and yours, evolve to solve a problem that we are seeing, right? I tell people I started my company because I couldn't get anybody to do these things. And exactly the same for you. So, and I think
100%.
Because we're real active investors, we see where that gap was in the marketplace, where there was just, it wasn't filled in by somebody else. And that's where we've been able to get into that niche or niche, and other people are like, I need that too. And that's why, you know, Supercharged Offers, why you guys have just exploded so much. And you are literally the darling of the real estate industry, and all the masterminds I'm in, and all the people that I've talked to, some other, you know, vendors today. And, you know, we talk about who we're working with, and you're on everybody's list.
Oh, bless you. I love that. We're not on everybody's list yet. We're actually going through a bit of an expansion at the moment. So we started, you know, just like you, we started being real estate investors. We thought, well, let's provide that service to other real estate investors. But this year, like we're currently talking, and it's November 2024 for anyone that might be watching this later on. We're talking about it's near the end of the year. It's been a tough year this year for real estate investors. I think being in the election, you know, interest rates, inflation, a lot of stuff in the media about stuff. You know, some markets have gone into a bit of a holding pattern, and you and I just spoke earlier about that we're seeing this, you know, renewed confidence, if you like, which is great. But that also forces people like you and I to really look at our products and services when things are going through change, and really saying, okay, well, what else can we provide people? What else can we do that's going to be a lower price point that will still provide value? You know, what else can we do to branch out of just real estate investors and into realtors, brokers, contractors, things like that? And I think that's just evolution. And, you know, what you said before about having a great idea in the shower and then not implementing, it's the same when you're in a stage of growth, you know, that point in time that you have to go, well, okay, we've done this and we've done this really well. What's the next phase, and how do we get into that now? So we're in that real growth phase at the moment, which is really exciting. So